Lexical resource, the fancy word for vocabulary. So let's go ahead and talk about the last marking criterion in IELTS writing task 2, lexical resource. So we have already covered grammatical range and accuracy, coherence and cohesion, task response, and now we are going to go deeper into lexical resource, which refers to vocabulary, range of vocabulary using correct words, and then lexical features such as collocations, synonyms, and so on. So go ahead. You want to share your screen and show us your fancy presentation you
Yes.
have prepared?
Yes, of course. Just let me share my screen here. Just let me know if it's shared.
Okay. So now we have it. Let's go.
Yes, it is here. Okay. So, lexical resource in IELTS writing task 2. Okay. Okay. Let's start as usual by this topic, that what is lexical resource? Lexical resource refers to the range and accuracy of vocabulary used in writing. It emphasizes both the variety of words and phrases as well as the correct usage to effectively convey ideas in an academic context. So again, accuracy is important for us, and the range. Okay. And the importance. Why does it even matter? In IELTS writing task 2, lexical resource is essential for expressing various ideas and achieving clarity. A strong vocabulary is vital for engaging with the topic effectively and persuading the reader. And the role in scoring, okay, that later we're going to talk about it in detail. It accounts for 25% of the overall band score in writing task 2, and high scores in this criterion indicate proficient vocabulary use, enhancing overall writing performance. Okay, now let's see, what do we mean by variety of vocabulary? It means demonstrating a wide range of vocabulary, which is really vital. This includes using topic-specific words, synonyms, to avoid repetition, of course, and natural collocations, such as take measures and make progress. And then accuracy in vocabulary use. What do we mean by this? Employing vocabulary accurately means choosing words that fit both context and meaning. Correct usage enhances clarity and ensures the right grammatical forms and spellings are applied. So grammatical forms and spellings also here are very important. And then we go to the word register. What do we mean by appropriate register? Maintaining a formal tone in academic essays is crucial. This includes avoiding informal language and using precise terms to convey your message effectively. So there are some informal words and phrases that we have to avoid when we are writing task 2 in IELTS. One of the other things which can help us achieve this good score in this part is use of paraphrasing. Effective paraphrasing showcases your vocabulary range and avoids plagiarism. Rewriting the essay question, for example, this is an example. Rewriting the essay question in your unique words will demonstrate comprehension without losing meaning. If you just copy the words from the question, of course, will lead to losing mark. Another tip here is avoiding repetition. Repetitive language detracts from your score. Instead, try to use synonyms or rephrasing strategies to maintain vocabulary variety and keep your writing engaging. Okay. Now, strategies to enhance lexical resource. One of them is to build topic-specific vocabulary. Focusing on key terms related to common IELTS topics, such as education, environment, or technology, can enhance your vocabulary. Familiarity with topic-specific words allows for more precise expression of ideas in your essays. And practicing paraphrasing. Effective paraphrasing is crucial, as we just said, for demonstrating lexical resource. It involves rewording essay prompts without changing the essence, showcasing your ability to manipulate language creatively. Another thing is try to learn collocations. Studying common collocations helps in using vocabulary naturally. Familiar phrases like conduct research or face challenges improve fluency and coherence in your writing. The other thing is reading widely. Engaging with academic articles, newspapers, and essays exposes candidates to varied vocabulary. This not only enhances knowledge, but also aids in understanding context and usage of complex words. It really helps a lot. And using vocabulary actively. Incorporating new words into your writing practice reinforces learning. Actively using vocabulary in essays allows for familiarity and comprehension of their appropriate contexts and meanings. And keeping a vocabulary notebook. Maintaining a dedicated vocabulary notebook helps track new and important words, including definitions, synonyms, and usage examples, encourages regular revision and active recall of vocabulary. And just review it as many times as you want. So now let's go to some examples of lexical resource. Is that okay if I just open an example? Sure. Let's first see a poor lexical resource example. Would you please read it, dear Rahim?
Yeah, sure. The poor ones are always mine.
Yeah.
So many people think education is important. Education helps people get jobs. Education is good because it gives knowledge. It is necessary for everyone to have education. Without education, life is hard. Education is also important for society because it helps make better citizens.
Yes, you see.
So what are the problems with this
exactly
paragraph?
Yeah, you see the word education? Education, education, education. You know, it's repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I myself, when I'm reading this, you know, it makes me lose interest in reading more. It's repetitive and not good. I mean, there can be use of synonyms. And now.
So how can we make it better? I think you have a better version of the same.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so this is the better version of the same paragraph.
Yes, please.
Let's see. So would you like to read this one, or are you giving this away to me too?
Yes, this one is yours too.
Yes, finally, a good example. I think I read both good and bad before too. I don't know. So education plays a pivotal role in shaping individuals' futures by equipping them with the knowledge and skills necessary to secure employment. It fosters personal and social development, cultivating responsible citizens essential for progress. Okay, so what are some of the synonyms used here instead of education?
And you know, not just education, you know, something a word like pivotal, you see how it is used, and personal and societal development, somehow it is also used instead of education is used once here, and instead of that we can see lots of other words which are not exactly the synonym of education, but you know, they convey the meaning in the context.
So yeah, that's why it's difficult to only pinpoint a particular change, because the second paragraph has different grammatical structures too. Like there's more complex sentences going on here, so there is more, I would say, cohesion between the sentences. So it's like a combination of multiple improvements, one of which is the vocabulary or the lexical resource we're focusing on. If you want to see a different example of, for example, just one word versus the other to see which one is better, you can only focus on probably one sentence or even half a sentence to only pinpoint the vocabulary being changed. So uh, there are some examples. So let's go ahead, and I think this is the last slide, isn't it? Is this
Yes,
the
yes, it
last?
is.
Okay.
It is the
So
last slide.
so
Yes.
okay. So for one of the uh, lexical features is collocations, and you can
Mhm.
just give some examples of really quick examples of what collocations are and how to use them. So, for example, if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. You don't do a mistake. You make a mistake. Like make as a verb plus mistake as the noun is how you use it. So that's a collocation. Or for example, um, smart TV or smartphone versus clever. So you see, smart is the synonym of clever, you would say, but you can't use a synonym here if you have a fixed collocation or the right choice of word. So do you have any other examples?
Now, I was thinking exactly as we say, for example, something that is really uh, easy. For example, it just slipped my mind. I was thinking about something that the students make a lot of mistakes using this phrase. I forgot. I
It's
had a very
okay.
good example in mind. Just slipped.
No
Slipped my
problem.
mind, for example. One of the
Yeah,
something
slipped
that
my mind.
slips your
Yes,
mind.
okay.
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and take a look at some band scores and what you need to do in order to achieve each band score. So I think we should take a look at 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now, and I will start by a band 7, which is the third one here. So this one I'm trying to highlight it here. This is band 7. You have my screen, right?
Yes, yes. Right.
Okay, so in order to get a band score 7 for lexical resource, you need to use a sufficient range of vocabulary to allow some flexibility and precision. So the reason you want to show a range of vocabulary is to show flexibility and precision and to show the examiner that you know when and how to use certain words. Uses less common lexical items with some awareness of style and collocation. So you might make mistakes. It's some awareness of style and collocation. However, you show that you are comfortable using less common lexical items or words. You may produce occasional errors in word choice, spelling, and or word formation. And in case people are wondering what word formation is, it's the difference between verb, adjective, noun, adverb, basically the same family members of the same word. So for example, let's give an example for word formations for, let's say, formation, verb form. Formation is the noun. What other things can we say? Uh, there is a large group of words you can add here, but anything that is closely related to formation,
Formation, form
formation,
itself, formative.
format, formatted. Yes. What else?
I said formative, but it just comes from form.
Yes. Yes. And
Lots of
and
things.
yes, or for example, the word awareness here, which is a
Mm,
noun, you can use aware as an adjective, or beware, for example. So these are different word formations for the word aware or awareness. So let's see what you need in order to get 8. So we're going to improve all of these things just a notch. Let's say the range, precision, using less common different lexical items, and decreasing the number of error messages. I was just thinking about error messages in computer science. Okay. So you use a wide range of vocabulary fluently and flexibly to convey precise meanings. That's an 8 in order to get 8 for vocabulary or lexical resource. Skillfully use uncommon lexical items, but there may be occasional inaccuracies in word choice and collocation. Produce rare errors in spelling and or word formation. So that would be an 8. It's not very difficult to achieve. As you see, they do not expect something perfect. And finally, if you want to get a 9 for lexical resource, you use a wide range of vocabulary with very natural and sophisticated control of lexical features. lexical features such as collocations, word formation, and so on. Rare minor errors occur only as slips, which is accepted. If it's a slip, that's fine. You can still get a 9. Anything you want to add to this?
Not exactly to this, but I just want to add something here that we should put this in mind that both considering lexical resource and grammatical range and accuracy, we should know that if a writing is simple but correct, I mean, it's much more important than writing, having a writing which is complex but full of mistakes.
That's correct.
That's very
Yes.
important here.
That's the case also in grammatical range and accuracy. So uh, don't try to increase the range of your vocabulary or grammar at the expense of accuracy, at the expense of making
Exactly.
mistakes. So it's more important to be correct than to have variety. Awesome. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No,
All
from my
right.
part.
That's interesting. Awesome. So uh, that's it for lexical resource today.